This is my final result of my shower curb I built. This video will show how it's done. Before I'm going to put the membrane here, I want to just stick a couple of screws that I forgot to tighten it. So I'm just putting here a deck screw. So I'm going to use the polyguard. It's a polyguard, you look at it. It's a windshield polyguard to actually just waterproof the bottom of these studs, because it's an untreated stud. So I can show you something about it. It's really interesting. This is the way it looks like. It's very thin and it's thick. It's thick to the wood. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. So I'll first measure it here, you can see. And I'm going to cut a piece of it here. And I'm going to stick it from here to here. So you have to press it, it will stick to the stud properly. I'm going to do the same thing from the other place. Moisture barrier on the other side, it's here. You have to press it. It will stick properly. So here I'm going to install the waterproof membrane until this height, because I'm going to put a bench here and I really want to protect this stud, which is under the stud. So you can see the way I'm doing it. So you see, I'm taking this protection here. So here I'm going to cut a piece of 40mm PVC, come from Otay, and I just want to talk about it. If you can see the line here, between this line is 6 inch, and between both of these lines is actually 1 feet, 12 inch. So I'm going to cut it with this knife. Let me show you how. So after I use this knife, you need to use a sharp knife. That's a piece of 1 feet by 3 feet. I cut this piece of shower membrane 1 foot by 1 foot, and what I want to do is I want to put it here. I'll let you know why. Around this stud, like that. The reason is I'm going to pour cement, and I want this membrane to be out of the cement, that when the other membrane will come, we stick to this membrane. So it's better to do it like that. So I have actually double protection here, but I really put it because I want to use the 40mm membrane to stick to the other member that's going to come from the pre-slope after I'm going to put the pre-slope. You will see it later what I'm going to do. So in order to attach the membrane, the PVC membrane to the stud, I'm using this liquid nail turbine surround that was recommended by the manufacturers. And before you're doing, just clean all the dust from the PVC, make sure it doesn't have any dust. Okay, I'm going to apply this liquid nail on the stud now. Just need one flip. And also on this, because it's stuck, it will stick to a plastic also. Okay, let's see if we have enough. I just want to see the height. I think it's enough. Maybe a little bit more here. Very important in the corners. Now I'm going to put this PVC to make sure there is no dust on it. From here. See, so it's starting to stick to the liquid nail. You don't really want to screw it or to staple it because you just make a hole in it. You really want to have 100% waterproof. It's quite easy actually to we leave it like that for a while, it will be stick, and then we can actually pour cement. So the cement will come until here. And then we have this PVC here, we can add another PVC with that will come from the pre-slope and will stick to this PVC. So I'm using this stapler to step it here. 1 foot above the floor. So here is no problem. Put here another 1 foot above the floor. Just stretch it. Make sure it's glued properly. I'm using this trowel to spread the glue, the liquid nail. Like you put tinset, but it's actually liquid nail. So the PVC will stick to it better. Take this PVC, put it from the bottom of the stud here. Actually, I start from here because it's better. And press the PVC as much as you can. I will remove this excess after that. Just enforcing the staple inside. So you can see it's glued perfectly. Continue with this curve. As you can see, I already put the membrane PVC here. So when I'm going to pour cement, cement cannot stick to a PVC. So I have to put this mesh around the stud here, around the PVC, that cement will stick to it. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and really the height of it is going to be the height 5.5 inch. That's what I'm going to put here, less than half an inch. I don't want it to go outside, and it's going to be around these studs here. So we cut one piece of mesh, metal mesh, and you can see the hole here. That's because we have a space here. See the space here, the cement will go in. Okay, and this one will go, let me show you. You see this kind of the metal pieces? I actually use this plier to move all the sharp outside of the wall, that it won't actually punch the PVC. That's why you have to be very, very careful with that. And I'm closing it like that it will actually stick to it. When I'm going to pour cement, the cement will stick to the mesh and it will be very robust. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to start from here and I just put it here, and you can see it's actually stand very well. So that's it. So this is the second mesh that I'm going to put here. Okay, that's it. We put one mesh here around this PVC in a height of a 5 inch. In the other side also a mesh 5 inch height. And now we're going to actually put the frame, attach it to two sides before we pour in the cement. This is a 1x6 that I'm going to create the frame for the curve structure. So just let you know that when you actually buy something like that for putting curve, just make sure it's level. I actually make sure it's level and it's really level before I purchase it. That's it. Okay, this is the curve that we're going to pour cement to it. I just want to show you something interesting here. If you look at that, you can see there is a little bit of a slope here. Quarter of an inch. So, if you look at that carefully, so you can see there is a slope toward the bath. I designed it like that if you get any water it will slope to the bath shower.